Audra at Home is filmed in front of a live Pitbull audience. What is up, all my queerdos, weirdos, and brohos? I said this was going to happen, and it did happen, and I am in a new pair of lashes. What? You can't even tell the difference. It doesn't matter. The point is, I know. Welcome back. It is me, Audra, your host. Y'all, listen. Strap yourselves in, because this is going to be a super fun ride. Now, first of all, I watched Marry Me.
Marry me, say yes. Marry me, say yes.
I watched Marry Me.
The Marry Me concert tour is something you will not want to miss.
I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved it with my entire soul. Listen, okay, here's what happened. I know that there are gonna some of y'all who've been rocking with me for a long time. Audra, I thought you hated rom-coms. First of all, yes. Second of all, I love the absolute improbable rom-com, and this is one of them, right? Like, this is the most improbable story ever, and I have to be able to suspend my disbelief. That's what I'm saying. I have to be able to suspend my disbelief, okay? And if I can't do that, then it's not a good story for me, right? Marry Me stars Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez as Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez. I don't remember their character names. I literally just finished the movie, watched the credits and all. Listen, and I still don't remember their names. My memory is trash. If you're new here, I have a trash memory. My short-term memory is hot garbage. No, I don't smoke weed. It's just the way ADHD works in mysterious ways. Here's the thing. All right. So here's the synopsis. This will be filled with spoilers, all right? Prepare yourselves. It's going to be filled with spoilers. I'm losing my mind. Okay, calm yourself. Relax. I know you're excited, self, but like, chill out. So.
The Marry Me concert tour is something you will not want to miss.
The premise of the movie is that Jennifer Lopez is a huge, huge pop star. And let me just be honest about the fact that I do like a lot of Jennifer Lopez movies. Don't look at me. I know. Don't look at me. I like them. Her movie, almost all of her rom-coms are completely improbable. And that's why I love them. All of them are completely improbable bullshit. And it brings me so much joy. Because listen, I can live in that fantasy world. I do it every day. What are you talking about? I'm disassociated. I'm going to say 90% of the time. 90% of the time. Like, I'm at work, I'm living in whatever magical world is going on in my head. So when I tell you I enjoyed this, okay, I'm doing a bad job because I'm so excited. I'm like a small child. Okay, here we go. Owen Wilson is a normal guy who teaches math, and he has like mathletes. I'm going to call them mathletes because I think that's the proper term for math athletes. It's a sport. So anyways, he's a normal guy. Then you have Sarah Silverman, who for once isn't annoying. I'm going to say that. Sarah Silverman's in it. She isn't annoying. I was very surprised by that. I mean, like, she's somewhat irritating, but she's not like her normal, like her old level. Here's the thing. Let me just detour right quick about Sarah Silverman. Is I haven't seen her probably in, I feel like, 10 years. As neurodivergent, I stay in my comfort zone. So imagine my surprise when I saw her and I was like, oh my God, she's old. There's nothing wrong with being old. I just didn't know that she had aged because I have lost concept. I have no concept of time. So I was just like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh yeah, that was a really long time ago. Anyways, Owen Wilson, normal guy, math teacher. Sarah Silverman, I guess, is the principal of the school that he teaches at. He has a biracial daughter. And Jennifer Lopez is like this huge like pop star, and she like sings and she dances. And you know what? For once, we don't care if Jennifer Lopez isn't actually singing on this, because when was she ever? Anyways, okay. So Jennifer Lopez is going to marry this guy named Bastian. I remember his name. I think Kat. Her name's Kat. So Kat is, I'm going to just keep calling her Jennifer Lopez. Just deal with it. So Jennifer Lopez is going to get married at a live concert to Bastian. And they're like the sexy Latin couple, just like doing the thing. And he's singing and he can sing. Listen. I may be ace. but I might let him close mouth kiss me. You heard it here first, folks. I might let him close mouth kiss me. So anyways, they're all getting prepared for the whole thing. It's getting sassy. It's getting sassy. And guess what happens? Those are news noises. I don't know what noises you make when something breaks on Instagram, but on Instagram it breaks. Bastian was caught cheating with who? Her assistant.
What's everybody looking at?
Nothing. Give me your phone.
Kat Valdez's husband-to-be, Bastian, caught cheating with her assistant.
Jennifer Lopez she is beside herself. She's like getting out there on the stage. She's got on this badass wedding dress. And I'm sure many of you saw this in the preview of the movie where she's just like, she basically has like a small breakdown and it's just like, I need to try something different.
You know, they say if you want something different, you have to do something different.
And then she sees Owen Wilson. You know, Sarah Silverman brought him to the concert. It doesn't matter how. Who cares? Who cares? He's at the concert. She broke up with the girl. That's what happened. I say who cares, and then I'm like, oh, I have to get back into the details because my brain won't allow it to just move forward. She had a concert tickets with her girlfriend. She'd broken up with her. The girl broke up with Sarah Silverman. Then Sarah Silverman's like, oh, well, Wilson, let's go to this concert to see Kat do her performance. And he's like, I don't want to. Whoa. And so he goes, okay? And then...
Sure. I'll marry you. You.
She has the sign that said, marry me for the song. The song is called Marry Me, by the way. The song is called Marry Me. That's why people have... And it's for her and Bastian. They like wrote the song, like, marry me. And now it's all falling apart. This is so much energy. This is so much energy. I'm so sorry. Like, don't get used to it, okay? Every video won't have this kind of energy. I say that, and then they're going to have it, and then I'm going to just be mildly embarrassed. Anywho's it, she sees Owen Wilson standing there looking like Owen Wilson. He's got the marry me sign and she's like, let's get married. And he goes up there with a little bit of prodding, but he goes up there because he's like, oh, wow, me, Owen Wilson, my nose. So anyway, they get married.
Do you, some guy, take Kat to be a lawfully wedded wife?
Okay.
And it's like, boom, shagalaka, and she drops him off, or he goes to her house, I think, or something. I don't care where they went because that part is inconsequential. Anyway, the next day, Jennifer Lopez's manager is all like, yo, girl, we can do this and this and this to get you out of this marriage. And she's like, or, bitch, I can stay married. So she stays married to Owen Wilson. At first, it's a little rocky, but she starts finding out about him. She's like, oh, you do what now? You're a math teacher. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. And he's seeing her like big life, right? And there's like a lot of different scenes where he's being married to her in the public. I think they like signed a prenup or something. She's going to donate a shitload of money to his school so that, you know, he can do his mathlete thing, whatever. And something like that. Who cares? Because that's not even, I don't even care about that part. I care about the romance, okay? I care about the romance. I care about this relationship. It starts out like a business deal, all right? Like, listen, every Harlequin romance, y'all know what I'm talking about. So it starts off kind of as this business deal so that she doesn't look bad and like embarrassed, you know what I mean? Because Bastian got caught cheating with her in 4K and we don't, at 8K actually, at this point it was 8K. So she doesn't need all that mess. And she's been trying to like get her career up, you know, and he just ruined it by like, with the assistant, sir, get it together, keep it in your pants. And if you can't, at least have the nerve not to get caught. Jesus. Anyway, especially on your wedding day. Okay. So it's like a business deal. And he shows up to events and stuff and they do like little like photo sessions and she has like a live stream or like little bits of her life that this other guy filmed. Kofi. I think his name's Kofi. And he films things. Kofi's kind of fine though. I'm kind of sad that he wasn't in the movie more, but we'll move past that. Anyways. But then it starts getting like real cute, you know, real cute. Because she starts like, you know, getting into his life because, you know, she's a celebrity and like her life is just like all everybody's doing everything for me. And so now she's getting into a different life. I just made that song up. And she's starting to find out like what it's like to be normal again, which I love that premise. Listen, there was this Harlequin romance. If I could ever find it again, it was so good. It was like this, but kind of like opposite where this one chick was assigned, I think she's assigned to keep him out of trouble on set. And she's got red hair and she's busty. Of course, she's got red hair and she's busty. And, you know, and he's a big celebrity and like he's sexy as hell. And of course, you know, she's like, you can't possibly want me. I have a size 36-inch waist. Girl, get the fuck out of here with that. That's so skinny. What are you even talking about? I love these movies trying to be like, she's curvy. And I was like, bitch, where? Anyways, I am digressing to the highest amount of digression. The point is, she's starting to find out what it's like to be with somebody and not have everything be all about celebrity. You know, they start falling for each other. She goes to his school. Owen Wilson's daughter is in his class and she finally signs up for his mathletes team, which is so damn cute. But Jennifer Lopez shows up to the school. All right. And she teaches these kids how to like dance a little bit so they can math better. I don't know how the two things exactly correlate, but it has something to do with if you overload and concentrate on something else, you know, then you'll get the answers, something like that. So these kids are like dancing around and getting the math questions right. Like Owen's asking questions. Jennifer Lopez's popularity is going up and through the roof. She's starting to show up on red carpets with him and he's not even like arguing about showing up to these events. But you know who keeps showing up and trying to ruin things? That's right, Bastion.
Who do you think you are, man? Some fan?
So on their first red carpet event, they're looking cute. They're looking svelte. You know, Owen Wilson's nose is doing Owen Wilson's nose thing. His hair is doing that, whatever it is that his hair does. You know what I mean? It's like limp, wavy towels. Anyway, like limp, wavy towel. It's just straw. But that is, I think that's all his hair does. And that's fine. You know, let him live his life. So anyways, Bastion shows up to ruin this red carpet moment, you know, like kind of coming in and like what a douchey thing to do. First of all, sir, you cheated on her. You cheated on her, you know? And he just like interrupts the moment and leaves Owen Wilson feeling a little like insecure. But his insecurity doesn't last long because the two of them have a moment. It was so sweet. They're like dancing together. I don't feel like it's at that same event, but they do end up like they're just dancing in his tiny apartment. I say tiny apartment because in comparison to her like fucking mansion, you know what I mean? And then they like, I think it was that night, but anyways, then they do the deed, y'all. I'm calling it the deed in honor of like past me who used to write stories and I would call it the deed instead of sex because I was 13. What do I know? But they do the deed, and when he gets up, he like kind of turns, she's not there, you know, the classic like, oh my god, they've left, but she's still there, and he's like, oh my god, you're still here. So then he kind of basically is like telling her like, girl, I think that you have like a lot of help, you know, in your life. Like, do you need everybody to do everything for you? And she's like, I can do things. And he's like, can you though? And she's like, I can. So they have a little bet going. She has to give up like all of her assistance and all of the stuff and all of the help and all of the this and all of the that. But he has to get on social media because he is not on social media. Of course he's not. He's a math teacher in some shitty town. I don't know where the town is. I'm sorry. If it is your town and I called it shitty, I completely apologize. Because I don't mean that the town itself is shitty. I just mean that the movie is trying to like show it like your town sucks because you're not famous. Why am I laughing? Anyways, the story continues. So he gets on social media and of course he gets tons of followers because he is the husband of Jennifer Lopez, aka Kat in the movie, and they are really starting to have like a cute coupleship. A little like thing is happening. They're finding romance, they're finding love, they're finding common ground. This scene though is like one of my favorites, when she's like looking for the key to get into the house and he keeps looking at her being like, you know, you can just call it off, you don't have to keep doing this, babe, you can be free. And then he won't have to be on social media, but she's like, oh, and you think she's going to the rock to get like the key that's underneath it. Nah, fam. She pulled an Audra, threw that rock through the window. Wasn't enough. I mean, I said pulled an Audra. I don't throw rocks through windows. In all fairness, I was once locked out of my house when I had a house. And just because of many propaganda shows, I figured out how to break into my own home. And so my ex-husband, though, he wanted to throw a brick. And I was like, ugh, I can break in. And then he was like, why do you have this skill? And I was like, none of your fucking business. Anyways, she throws a rock in. They get in the house. Like, she's learning how to use her blender, babes. I don't even know how to use a blender. I mean, yes, I do, but no, I don't. Like, I know how to use a blender, but washing them is very inconvenient. You know what I mean? Anyways, so their romance is blossoming. And they're at the school or something. Yeah, they're at the school. And he like, they make love after the high school dance. That's what it is. He's chaperoning a dance and she goes to the dance and chaperones the dance with him. And that is when they do the deed.
Come with me to the fall semi-formal.
Are you asking me to the school dance?
Well, I could leave a note in her locker.
She sings a song. It's so cute. So cute. Anyway, she's getting to live this like normal life while also being a pop superstar. And while she is once again at the school, I guess they're like practicing for the mathletes thing. And guess who should show up? But motherfucking Bastion. He cannot help it with his neck tattoo. Listen, closed lip kiss. All right. Anyways, he can't help it. He comes in and they're up for some award, like a Grammy, a Grammy. I'm going to say Grammy. And they're up for a Grammy for their song. And they got to perform. And so Owen Wilson is feeling a little weird. And like when he jumps into this like circle hug of joy, like so fucking awkward. But to be fair, I feel like that most of the time in my life, I feel like I'm going to do that shit. Like, people are going to be like, yay. And I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to be a part of your hug. Listen, I am so awkward socially. It's like, I will never do a meet and greet. Not ever. I am so awkward socially. Like, I just do and say the most awkward things. And it's not cute or quirky. It's just like, I will say something dumb. You know what I mean? Like, this is how I start a conversation. You know, people pretending like they don't fart is weird. So like, obviously this is why I stay inside my house. All right. This is why I work and I get in my house. And like, those are the things that we do, you know, like don't let me start a conversation. It's embarrassing for everyone. Anyways, we are now getting down into the nitty gritty, which is Owen Wilson is feeling super insecure, as he should, because it's Jennifer Lopez and Bastion's hot as fuck. And he's just feeling like, you know, I'm a normal guy, you know, she's fine. She's really fine. She's an international pop star and she's going to sing the song with her ex whom she was going to marry, you know, marry, hence the title, Marry Me. Anyways, so Bastion and Jennifer Lopez do the performance. And let me just tell you, y'all, listen, I am not a Jennifer Lopez stan. In fact, I have a lot of dislike for the woman, not the woman, her actual self, but like Jennifer Lopez, the persona that I see on the television. And
we could tie it up tonight, no patience. Take my last name, put it where your name is.
She was looking good. So good. So good. Like, oh, the head, she looked immaculate. Immaculate. I would like to wear that, but I would also like to have a mustache because balance. Anyways, she looked stunning and they're singing the song and Owen Wilson sees them singing the song and he's just like, whoa. And he's sitting there with his daughter. And after the song is over, his daughter looks at him and she's like, you need to get your ass to the stadium, son. Like, you do not need to watch Bastion swoop in and steal your girl. So what does Owen Wilson do? Of course, he takes off there. He's standing there, but he sees her, you know, kind of mingling at the party and she's like talking to Bastion and he just feels like, ugh. And then Bastion starts singing and baby, let me just tell you, if I was trying to get Jennifer Lopez and then that man started singing, I'd be like, you know what? It's cool. I lost because like the hair, the rings, like he's got so much drip and like good hair and he's like wearing sunglasses at night. Like, listen, I'm going to leave. I am a normal person. I feel like in my Charmed video, there was like lotion in the background. At least, you know, I use it. But like, I'm just saying, it's not for me. I would leave. Which Owen Wilson was just sitting there like, girl, like, I just think that we're different. Like Jennifer Lopez comes over to see him. She's so happy and she's like, it's just business. Like, it's fine. Like, whatever. And he's like, yeah, I just think that like we're really different. And she's like, the fuck are you talking about? We're different. Like, what? And he's just like, you know, I just think. And she's like, wait a minute. Are you trying to break up with me? And he's like, girl, yes. So he leaves, you know, and breaks her heart because he was insecure. which he had a right to be because he's Owen Wilson. I don't mean to be like, listen, if you find Owen Wilson attractive, good for you. To each their own. We all have different tastes, but that is not for me. Not for me. It's not for me. The hair, the very thought, it would be everywhere, y'all. I'm telling, like everywhere. I bet you he sheds like a fucking golden retriever. Rude. That was rude, but it's probably still true. Anyway. Now we're getting into the sad part of the rom-com, you know, where there's like a song playing, and then she has this song, "On My Way, I'm on my way," which is, it was really good. It's good. It's actually a good song. Like all the songs, really good songs. I had a good time with the songs. They're a little bit cheesy, but I got a little teary-eyed, because she's singing with a whole choir, like, and there's an orchestra with violins. Okay, I'm gonna stop squeaking. So she's singing her new hit song, and it's getting everywhere. You can see it like climbing up the charts, you know. Owen Wilson is sad as shit, you know. So is she. And, you know, he's seeing her everywhere. And then, of course, her manager comes to like give him a check for the school or whatever. And Owen Wilson's like, I can't take this check, fam. I cannot take it because that it makes me feel tawdry. It makes me feel cheap. Yo, I'm so sober. I don't know why I get these like massive giggles. But there was something about me saying tawdry that just, it kind of broke me up. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, he was like, this is making me feel tawdry. This is making me feel cheap. But he has to take it. Otherwise, the prenup isn't valid. And so he could, you know, and he was like, listen. And the manager's like, you can sell your story or whatever. And Owen Wilson's like, no, is that what you think of me? Oh. And so, you know, he just kind of walks off and he's still sad, you know. And Jennifer Lopez, of course, is going on Jimmy Fallon because she hates herself. I feel like anybody who goes on the show, you must hate yourself. Because I couldn't imagine spending like 45 seconds with Jimmy Fallon. Do you know what I mean? Like 45 seconds. I would probably be trying to stab myself in the ear with a pencil after 15 seconds. I could not imagine an entire 45 seconds with Jimmy Fallon. That would be a challenge. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll give you $1 million if you spend 45 seconds with Jimmy Fallon. And I'd be like, oh God. It's going to be a hard-earned million for me, I'm telling you what. Anyways, so she's on Jimmy Fallon with Bastian, and they're all, like, trying to find all this stuff out. But Jimmy is all, like, saying Jimmy shit. And he's like, we're going to talk about this, and you wrote marry me, and then y'all didn't get married, and I'm probably going to have to insert it if I can. If I can insert it, I will. But if I can't, he said something about you wrote marry me, and then y'all didn't get married, then you broke up, then you married somebody else, and then you wrote on my way for Bastian. Like, what's going on? And they wrote songs for each other or some shit, right? And he's like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I guess it's like commercial break, whatever. And then she's just sitting there, like, she's doing that thing that they, like, the realization in every movie where they're like, and then she's like, I didn't write on my way for Bastian. And then she like does her whole little like, I've come to the realization that I'm in the wrong fucking place and I need to go see my mans. So obviously she just takes off after giving Bastian like a quick kiss, like, it's over for you, dog. She takes off. She's like, I can do this myself. She gets in the wrong car. She's not really good at doing things herself. Let's be honest. It's fine, girl. It's okay. Listen, if I had people to help me all day, every day, I'd use it. Because I forget everything. I forget where I put things right after I put them there. I will literally set something right here and be like, it's gone. Like, literally. And I do it every day. Like my SD card. I'll put it down and I'll like literally look at it and be like, boop. And then it's gone. And then it reappears in the same location. But like, I don't know. Anyways, she takes off. She's like trying to, first of all, I also did not know that it was illegal to buy someone else's plane ticket. Lesson learned. Sometimes movies teach you things, and I learned that it is illegal to buy someone else's plane ticket. I didn't know that. That's probably because I never get to fly anywhere anymore because I am a poor American, as we all are. Poorer now that I have all these car repairs. Moving on. So we're having the moment. She's getting to the airport. She ends up getting she does get some help. Her manager does end up getting her a plane ticket. She gets the plane ticket. It is coach, which she's not used to. And she buys everybody all the food and snacks. And then she ends up getting a jacket because she's going to where? Peoria, Illinois, for the mathlete competition, to end all mathlete competitions. So she's going to get there, right? And she's on her way. Okay. So the mathletes are doing their thing. And of course, one of the reasons that Owen Wilson's daughter, which I'm just now telling you this, who cares? We know that I forget things. So one of the reasons she didn't want to join the mathletes in this school was because she had a little bit of difficulty. You know, she chokes. She got a little nervous, and so she couldn't speak because she was standing up there and she got nervous and she couldn't breathe. So now they're in the finals of the mathletes, and you know what? The other team is like, you know, making choking sounds like, oh, did someone order a choke? And she's nervous. But like, the thing is, Owen Wilson remembers, as his daughter is up there choking, he remembers the dancing. That's right, the dance I told you about before, where she had the mathletes dancing. He remembered the dancing. He's over there trying to like get jiggy with it so his daughter can get the answer, which she does. Unfortunately, it's too late. You know what I mean? She does it, like she misses the timer. And Owen Wilson's a good dad. He's like, baby, the point isn't whether or not you win. The point is that you did it. You tried. And guess what? Then you hear, you did great, Luke. It's Jennifer Lopez. She still looks really good. Really good. And of course, she asks Owen Wilson to marry her again with poster board signs that she stole from inside this random school. On my way. Fantastic. Fabulous. Listen, it was such a good romp. I had so much fun. I even got like a little teary-eyed, just a little like, and then there's like cute credits of like people talking about when they met. I don't know if they're actors or not. Who cares? That's none of my business. But it's so cute. They end up together, as they should. And it's just, wow. And it's good. Y'all, if you haven't seen Marry Me, listen, I didn't even do it justice in this video. You have to go watch it. It's so fun. Listen, if you have any other fantastical rom-coms, like, listen, I'll watch them. All right, I'll watch them. Now, there are other ones that I don't like. If it's not fantastical, I don't care for them. Because, like, I can't put myself in this position. I can't live in the fantasy. You know, this is the fantasy I could live in, where I'm Owen Wilson, but better looking, taller, with a non-broken nose, better hair. Okay. That's it. That is the video. I told you I was going to come back in the same makeup, different lashes, because I was going to watch this movie and get hype on it. And you know what? I did. All right. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you've made it this far and you enjoyed what you saw or are seeing, please consider subscribing. Like the video on your way out. That'd be fantastic. I'd appreciate it so much. Also, this video, as is all of my videos, are sponsored by my wonderful patrons and channel members, without whom I would not be able to make this content at all to save my entire life. Y'all contribute so much to my ability to be able to get all the things to make this shit possible. I know you're like, this is a low rent production. And to that I would say, you know, you're really hurting my feelings for no reason. No reason. Ouch. And for that, I would also say it costs $0 to be kind. It's so good for your soul, because if you don't take care of it, I'm sure shit coming for yours. Until next time, XOXO. Gothic girl. What you want, doggy?